Welcome to another episode of SwillinGrog's Wonderful World of Beer. Once again, I'm joined by special guest reviewer Benelzebub, and we're going to be reviewing Caffrey's Premium Irish Ale, 3.8% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned by Molson Coors Brewing Company in the United Kingdom. Now, what more can I tell you about Caffrey's Premium Irish Ale? Well, I've never tried it before, and it comes in this lovely 440ml can. That's a nitro can with the widget, and yeah, it cost me $16 for a 4-pack of it at First Choice Liquor.
With a widget? Well, I'll be foot.
Indeed. Anyway, Mr. Benelzebub, I believe that you actually have somebody else that you're going to summon for this review here.
Ah! I think we should summon Seamus!
Okay, well, anyway, Mr. Benelzebub, I think we should crack open these cans of Caffrey's and make an assessment. Now, do bear in mind that they are nitro cans, so they're going to make quite a hiss when you do open them, and you need to pour them quickly. So, yeah. Seamus, he's got his can as well. Whoa! Well, there's a lot of foam coming out of that there. Now, what you do need to do is pour it very slowly.
I thought you said quickly.
No, down the side of the pint glass. You're going to get an awful big head on this one. Another thing we're going to have to factor in is that you do have to actually wait for it to settle. Okay. So giving it a nice pour there. Trying to be as gentle as possible. Okay, I'm going to toss my can too. Bye bye can. Okay, so have a look at that. Yeah, I do love watching that, but you can actually see, yeah, that whole process that actually goes through as it settles. So you can see the head coming up there. Anyway, I think we need to babble on with some crap just while we actually wait for these...
Babylon, that's not an island.
No!
Oh, yours is actually happening rather quickly, Mr. Benelzebub. Okay, well, it does look like it's settled somewhat, so I think it's time to actually make an assessment of the appearance. Well, the appearance is a relatively clear, dark amber colour, and it does have about just a little on a finger of, you know, creamy white head that does look quite appealing. Okay, so yeah, you've got a little bit more than a finger there, Mr. Benelzebub. And Seamus, can you come into camera and show us...
Benelzebub has got one finger, I'd be using 2 fingers like the Irish proctologist.
Okay, so anyway, it's time to move on to the aroma. So I'm not picking up a terrible lot, just a bit of yeast there.
We got a head start.
And it's quite faint. What are you picking up in the aroma there, Mr. Benelzebub?
Fiddle-dee-dee potatoes.
What about you, Seamus?
Well, I was going to say potatoes as well, but he took me comment, so I don't know what to say really.
Seamus, can you come into camera there? I can't see you.
You need to sort of be over here. There we go.
Thank you, Seamus.
Top of the afternoon.
So there's not much really to the aroma, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, there's some yeast there, but you know, no malts or no hops.
Tastes better.
It's really quite bland.
It is indeed. Anyway, it's time for the most important part of the review, the taste test. So cheers to you all.
Bottoms up.
Well, the taste really does follow the nose. I mean, it's quite watery. There's a very kind of faint presence of malt there, and the bitterness is very minimal. It does have a nice sort of, you know, velvety sort of texture to it. It's very smooth. that I must say. What are your thoughts, Mr. Benelzebub?
It's malt flavoured water. It really does have no body whatsoever. It's rather deceptive in its colour. It looks like it's going to be a very full body.
It looks like it's going to be quite bold, but
Yeah.
it's not bold at all.
No, it's.
What do you think, Seamus?
I would call it flabulent.
In the words of Chief O'Hara, the devil.
The devil.
It's a beautiful drop. It's Irish, for God's sake.
Okay.
Blessed be the Lord.
Indeed. Anyway, I think it's time for another gulp.
Look, even the insects are swimming away from it.
Or two.
Alright, but it certainly does hold that taste profile.
Profile doesn't change. The head is consistent, very consistent.
A very
head.
nice lacing, I must say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's leaving some beautiful lacing on the pint glass.
Well,
You know, that does say a lot. I mean, this is something that would pair nicely with a nice, you know, meal at the pub. But, you know, as an actual, you know, drink by itself, well, you know, there's nothing too exciting about it, really, I feel.
I'm not excited.
No, it's not very flavourful, is it? I mean,
well,
but
you left your lipstick on the glass, you big girl.
Well, it's a girl's drink, I'm thinking. You know, it's very.
yeah, it's not very
The
flavourful.
devil.
It's not very flavourful at all.
You can't really taste the alcohol in it either. It's very.
No, it is like
That's the
malty,
beauty of it.
like malty hot flavoured water, really.
with a very good head.
With a very good head. I mean, the lacing is just wonderful. It's got a wonderful head on it. But yeah, the head retention is superb. But anyway,
It's a good looking beer.
it's a good looking beer. It certainly does look good, but believe me, it really is lacking in flavour. Anyway, it's time for another gulp, and then we will give it a score out of 10.
I must say though that a lot of Irish beers are in this realm where they're not as fulsome as they look. They look really good. Like Kilkenny and Guinness are the same as far as I can tell. They've got a great presence to them. They've got a national respect. They're internationally known. They have wonderful lacy distribution, beautiful head, great colour. As you tilt it up and down and you drink from it, it foams and bubbles in a very artistic, some may even say magical way, but I wouldn't. But they really don't have flavour that just captures your imagination.
All right. Well, in conclusion, I mean, it's a little bit disappointing. So, yeah, look, I'd be probably inclined to give it like a 6 out of 10. I mean, the flavour's not offensive in any way, and you know, it would pair well with food. But yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm going to go out and like buy a carton of for sure.
I don't think I could get through a carton of it.
No, I'd
One
be
or two.
seeking something that's got like, you know, that's more flavourful, that's got a more bolder sort of flavour to it.
Personally, I'd be giving it a 5.3. I'm not very impressed with it at all. I think it should go to hell.
What about you, Seamus?
Well, what can I say? It's a lovely drink. I could drink lots of it. I woke up at 9 o'clock this morning. I got the 9 o'clock bus. There were 9 people when I walked into work, so I'll give it 2.
That makes sense.
Okay, well, who's the mathematician here? What does that average out at? 6.5? Did I give it a 6.5 or a 6?
You gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5.3
5.3?
and a 2.
What does that actually average out at? What would we agree upon for this brew?
Well, I'm Irish. I can't tell how far it's on. Somewhere.
I'm too slush to actually add up.
It's been a few now. If we divide how many beers we had each by
It's
2,
4.4
then add 4.
recurring.
It's 4.4 recurring. That's an
Could only
interesting
ever
figure.
happen in Ireland.
There you go.
That figure could only ever happen in Ireland. That's right.
Put it up at 1.1. Congratulations.
All right. Well, that does bring us to the end of another SwillinGrog beer review. So what we've agreed upon is 4.4 recurring out of 10.
Well, I Well, beautiful.
Indeed. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next review. So, until next time, fare thee well, all.
Fast.
Toodles.